They said you were finished, washed, a glitch in the system, a joke. And now look, you're the punchline that killed the room. They fed the rumor mill until it coughed up bones, tried to starve your name out the mouths of the weak. But the universe handed you a throne, and they've been foaming at the mouth ever since. Now they're on the sidelines, gnawing on the same dull blade they once swore would slit your destiny, poking on karma with mascara running down their ego, watching you win with that sick little smirk that says I could ruin you with a breath, but I don't even need to, because you already did the unthinkable. You won, and you didn't beg, bend or break for it. You didn't just survive. You outshined, outsmarted, and outlasted. And now every time you laugh, they twitch. Every time you post, they spiral. You're not just haunting them. You've moved into their skull and set up shop, painting murals of your glow-up on every wall of their insecurity. They tried to be your villain but ended up your fan club president, disguised as a hater, refreshing your page, talking to ghosts of the old you, screaming into pillows every time you level up, and the best part, he didn't even try to make them mad. You were too busy winning, so let them gag, let them rot, let them throw tantrums in silence, while the world claps for you, because you didn't just win. You became the walking, laughing, fire-breathing reminder that they were never a threat, just a footnote in the prologue of your chaos-fueled reign. Smile. Why the knife didn't land in your back. It bounced off your back, like you were Superman's sweetheart. And now it's slicing their little mask right off. See, they thought they buried you. What they didn't know is you were a seed. You bloomed in the dirt, drank their poison like wine, and came out grinning, with thorns for fingers. Now every time they reach for what they think they deserve, they get cut on what they tried to destroy. You the masterpiece they mocked, now hung in every gallery of regret. They walked through your living, proved that God has a dark sense of humor, that fate's got fangs, that the one they counted out was busy counting down to the moment you rise, unbothered and unstoppable, while they melt in the shadows of the empire you built from your worst day. And you know what really kills him. The smile. That strange but sweet smile, that crooked chaos-soaked. I told you I was different. Grin, the one that says you underestimated the wrong psycho, because you didn't just bounce back. You transformed, made peace with your demons and taught them how to dance, how their hates become your soundtrack. Their envy background noise and their knife. It's your toothpick leftovers from the feast of your comeback. Let them watch. Let them squirm. Let them choke on every word they ever spat at you. Because you're the storm they prayed never hit. The glitch in their plan. The villain they never saw coming. The freaking king-queen joker. Laughing from the throne they said you'd never touch. And the best part, you didn't need revenge. You became it. So now they sit there, red in the face, choking on that bitter little knife they once threw with a smirk. now lodged halfway down their ego, gasping, coughing, clawing for air, and you're just standing there, hands in your pockets, smile too wide, eyes too calm, watching like a god in street clothes, like karma with swagger, like the villain they wrote in the margins, who just hijacked the whole damn plot. Because here's what they don't tell you in their fairy tales. The dragon doesn't always die. Sometimes it learns to shape-shift. Sometimes it puts on lipstick and laughs at the flames. Sometimes it shows up to the palace party with scars, a champagne bottle, and a speech that burns down every chandelier. They thought their betrayal would break you, thought their gossip, their games, their fake applause would hollow you out. What they didn't know, that your silence was just you loading the next round, that every insult was bricks for the throne, that your tears watered the jungle you now rule with a machete in one hand and a gold chalice in the other. And now, as they try to act unbothered, they're watching you win with that smile that says, I remember everything. That smile that turns their nerves to ash. That smile that haunts their sleep, because it means you saw all of it and still came back swinging, with grace, with grit, with goddamn style. So let them gang, let them whisper, let them pray for your fall, like it's a religion, because here's the truth. You are the sermon now, and they're just the collection plate, empty, and passed around, because the truth is, you didn't just survive. You evolved. You didn't just make it through the fire. You waltzed out with flames braided into your crown, and now every win, every blow-up, every unfazed laugh is a slap in their face, signed with your initials and dipped in holy revenge. They can choke on the narrative. You own the ink now. Their stories cancelled, their rumors irrelevant, their access revoked without notice. And that smile, the one they can't stand but can't stop watching, isn't for them, it's for you. For every moment you swallowed the pain like poison and somehow turned it into fuel. For every night you stared at the ceiling praying you wouldn't become like them, and woke up a legend anyway. So walk through their whispers like a parade, wear their hate like cologne, because the biggest plot twist, you were never the villain. You were the lesson, and they are the reason the next version of you is untouchable. They tried to shut down pressing replay on your highlight reel, bit their tongues, while you rewrite every label they stuck on your back. They can't look away. You're magnetic, you're chaos and a crown. Revenge dressed in velvet, the ghost of everything they couldn't destroy. And the best part, you never needed to lift a finger. Your glow did all the violence for you. They thought they'd see you begging. They got you building empires. They prayed for your downfall. Now they're stuck watching the sequel, unbothered, unmatched, and unavailable. The masterpiece streaming live. No refunds, because when you finally smiled again, it wasn't out of forgiveness. It was a warning, a grin that whispered, I saw what you did. I just outgrew the urge to burn you for it. And that's what's choking them hardest. Because, see, you didn't just survive. You styled the scars, lit a cigarette off the ashes, and walked out of the fire like it was a runway. No tantrum, no closure, no dramatic announcement, just silence, the kind that echoes louder than any scream they ever threw at you. You stopped defending yourself, and that's when they panicked. The moment you went quiet, the truth started speaking for you. And baby, truth has a hell of a roar. Now they're choking on the weight of everything they did in the dark. 'Cause you're the light now. Not the soft kind, the blinding, merciless kind. The kind that makes snakes scurry and liars sweat. They thought they'd get away with it, but you're not their karma. You're their mirror. And nothing hurts like watching themselves lose to the version of you they swore would never exist. Now sit back. Let them drown in the same energy they handed you. Let them learn. Let them learn that the storm they thought they were unleashing on you, you became it. That the chaos they tried to bury you in, you mastered it. You studied every betrayal like it was a textbook, highlighted the red flags, bookmarked the gaslighting, and graduated some cum lad in not giving a single. They made you cold. No, baby, they made you clear. Clear about who's real. Clear about who's weak behind masks. Clear about who can't stand the heat of your authenticity. Now they whisper about you like a ghost story. You know what they did. You know what they became. Yes, a problem. A puzzle they can't solve. A weapon they built, then lost control of. A whole legend written in chapters they'll never be brave enough to read. And the best part, you didn't need revenge. Your evolution was the kill shot.